Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is John Paul Rai, and I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I want to talk about Reylo, and I knew about Reylo for a really long time, about as long as anybody else knew about Reylo, but what I didn't know is that there are YouTube channels and websites and forums that are really dedicated to getting into this Reylo shit. And the thing that triggered me to make this video is I saw a comment that said, "Reylo is my halo." Now, for me personally, I think Reylo is a terrible idea. I think because it's kind of this mystery, we don't really know if it's real or not, we don't know if it's happening, we just have these vague hints maybe. I guess they touched hands or they kind of got up close and personal, and we had that really awkward scene with Kylo's shirt off, and you know, that worked in episode 2 because Anakin and Padme were getting married, so it's, you know, very natural that he would just have his shirt off in bed or something. But when Kylo is just, you know, in the in his base or on the ship or whatever with his shirt off, it's just freaking weird. Here's the thing, when a relationship looks like this and you have it in the movie and it's out in the open, it works. Now, I did not like the cheesiness of the acting and the dialogue, but when you think about this on the level of a story, it works. Anakin is the bad boy. If you could make a metaphor like the 1960s, you know, guy with his hair slicked back and his sunglasses and he's driving his, you know, Corvette or something, and Padme, she's the straight A student with the pink dress, the pretty girl, and she's the good girl. We have a classic case of opposites attract. Not only that, they're from opposite worlds. She's got this lush green world with waterfalls, and he's from this dry desert. So it's opposites attract, and it works well. And Reylo is just this weird mystery. Alright, so here's the part that'll possibly piss someone off, but I think my logic is pretty sound here. So there's a lot of things that are made for guys and made for girls, right? That's just a fact. For example, Sex and the City is something that's made for girls, and mostly girls like it. I've personally never met a guy who was into Sex and the City on his own right and actively talked to me about it. And we have just musicians like Justin Bieber, Bieber, whatever the hell you call him, you know. He's marketed to girls, and girls like him. Again, I've had the occasional guy tell me, yeah, he's alright, or whatever, but, and, you know, he actually isn't that bad, but the point is, I think it's really girls that are heavily into him and talk about him, about his social life, about who he's dating, and all that kind of thing, so. And also just classically romance novels, like Danielle Steele novels. I know plenty of women that read Danielle Steele, and she's got these, you know, romance novels. I've never met a guy who owned a Danielle Steele novel and read it and enjoyed it and talked about it. Never. So my point is, there are definitely certain things for guys and certain things for girls, no matter what you want to think about that. And what I'm saying is, Reylo is a girl thing. Now, I know there are some girls out there who like Star Wars, and I know Reylo isn't your thing, but there are a lot of girls who follow mainstream crap, and they also happen to be following Reylo. So, let's take a look at some of those comments. So, let me get into the first comment here. This is the one. Say whatever you want about The Last Jedi, but Reylo is our halo. Well, I mean, possibly this person is actually saying that The Last Jedi is pretty bad, but we like Reylo anyway. Could be, but there's a lot of shit I'd say about The Last Jedi that's absolutely terrible, and I think Reylo doesn't do shit to make it good. Always enjoy your videos. I do think Rey saved Ben's future and he saw hers. You'll be the one to turn. They are bound by the Force to meet someone in the middle. You know, so this person is looking forward to seeing episode 9, to seeing if Ben and Rey become a couple. I mean, I know, they meant to say I do think Rey saw Ben's future, but they typed it wrong, so I read it as it is. Anyway, you know, this is not a reason most people would be looking forward to seeing episode 9, in my opinion. If your opinion is you want to see Reylo in episode 9, let me know. Glad to see you! It looks like Reylo will be canon this time next year. I seriously doubt it, and I really hope not. Wow, this is some awesome input that this channel must be getting. Okay, moving on. I love this, and all the Reylo explanation. I really hope in the next movie they are together. Awesome video. So these people are hoping to see a Reylo thing in episode 9. I mean, I guess I've known this, but really? That's really what people are going to see Star Wars for? To see if, like, you know, the main villain and the flagship hero of the trilogy are going to get together? This is the most retarded one. I can tell they're going to build this up so much that when Reylo sets sail, everyone will lose their shit in the movie theater. I'll lose my popcorn and my lunch by vomiting it out if I see that in the movie theater, if I am in the movie theater, which is a very low probability in the first place. Now we move on to some comments about the novel, and this gives us insight as to who is buying the novel. No other comment on that, you guys could decide for yourself. The novel really gives us a better insight of the Force connections. I absolutely love it. Shouldn't be buying a flaming piece of shit novel in the first place. And you especially shouldn't be buying the novel because they put the novel out there to make up for information they left out in the movie, or they deliberately left out information to sell the novel. I haven't read the novel. I don't even think I've ever looked at the novel. I'll never read it. I'll never look at it, but I'll take a wild guess that the writing is terrible, which brings us to this next comment. Read the book as well. Really well written. I love your opinions. Well written. Wow, you must think it's really well written if the best you could say about the book is it's well written. And a final note here, no offense to the channels, I'm sure you guys put together your channels well and you work hard on everything, but this content and these comments just kind of make me a little nauseous, so I had to make a little video on it. Anyway, you could see that I kept the comments in a row as they were posted on the channel. I did not cut them up and show them one by one, and these comments are also what leads me to believe that Reylo is mostly a girl thing. And you guys could drop me a comment, let me know what you think of that. I have a media shill on this channel. I've never actually asked him what he thinks about Reylo, so let me ask him right now and he could give his opinion. So, Campia, what do you think about this whole Reylo thing?
What do I think about Reylo? Reylo's hot! When I think about Reylo, my heart starts melting inside. What's better than a good love story? So you finally checked out some good YouTube channels that makes theories about Reylo? Good for you, jackass. Gotta tell you something. I hope Reylo's real. I love Rey. Everybody loves Rey. Let's go through it. Rey, I love you. No, I love Kylo. Get away from me, Finn. Rey, I love you. I'll fly a ship for you, baby. No, I love Kylo. I won't touch your weenie po. Get away from me. Rey, I love you. I'm Kathleen Kennedy. I made you what you are. Okay, I love Kylo, but I love you too, Kathleen. See? It's all beautiful when you put it together in your mind. Fuck you, John Paul Rye. I'm out of here.
Alright, I guess, of course, he likes it. I mean, he shills The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, so I should have expected that. But, he gives me $7, so I let him come on here. Anyway, if you're still listening up to this point, you want to subscribe. Community is growing little by little every day. You could click my Super Ray Sue icon that's going to pop up now or soon, and love to hear your thoughts. I will see you next time.